This is how to reset your body while you sleep. Because while you sleep, there's a difference between sleep and rest. A lot of people go to sleep, but not a lot of people go to rest. And the more rest you have, the less sleep you need. But the less rest you have, the more sleep you need. Because, we've all experienced trying to go to sleep and then having crazy dreams, crazy experiences, waking up with maybe our heart racing, something like that. It's not restful. And the reason it's not restful is because, where do we go when we sleep? Where do we go, right? That's a good question to start asking ourselves. Where do we go when we sleep? We go from consciousness here to not conscious of here. We're conscious of something else, or maybe we're not conscious at all. But the reason that we can often have trouble resting and having rest when we sleep is because we don't clock out of the day. We take the day, maybe the days, maybe the weeks, maybe the months, maybe the years, we take it with us. We're holding on to it as we are falling, right? It's called falling asleep. We take the day with us as we are falling asleep. And then when we're asleep, we have a dream. We're usually not conscious, but when we can become conscious of the dreams, that's really good. Usually we're not even conscious. We're just having these experiences when we sleep, and they're not allowing us to rest because we haven't let go of the day. So this is a quick technique and a meditation you can do when you're falling asleep to reset your body and let go. It's to let go of it all so that when you sleep, you're blank. You're blank. And you will experience a deep rest. And by deeply resting, you're going to go high. So you're going to go deep and high at the same time when you practice this technique that is going to help you sleep. So feel free to use this video before you sleep and until you can just do the technique on your own. So the technique is this, and if you're going to sleep right now, you can fall asleep to this or remember it and do it later, but this is the technique. So you are going to, number one, not try to fall asleep. You're actually going to do the opposite. When we try to fall asleep, or when we just lay down and hit the pillow and unconsciously drift off and fall asleep without making a conscious effort, we take the day with us. So number one is we're going to not try to fall asleep. We're actually going to do the opposite. What we're going to try to do is we're not going to try to stay awake, but we are going to primarily be aware of the moment that we fall. The only effort that we are going to make is we are going to be aware of the moment we fall into sleep. We drift into sleep. We fly into sleep, whatever words you like. And to help us do that, when we close our eyes, we are going to imagine that we are on a stage, or we are on the projector of a movie screen, and that this body is the projection. The projection is coming out of our eyes. The stage lights are coming out of our eyes. We are experiencing this reality through our five senses. We're experiencing this reality through our body. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn off the lights. So as we're falling asleep, we're going to turn off all the lights so that we can't see the stage, we can't see the stage lights, we can see absolutely nothing. We're going to go into an absolutely void place of nothingness. We're going to turn off all of the senses. You can start by turning off different parts of your body, starting in your feet, working up your feet into your shin, into your knees, your legs, work yourself up, work down the arms, and just one by one turning off the body, turning off the sound, turning off the taste, turning off the touch, turning off the sight. You're going to turn the body off. The body's not actually going to turn off, but you're going to consciously go to sleep. You're going to consciously fall into sleep. Just like the great yogis can consciously leave the body, we are practicing increasing our consciousness. When we increase our consciousness, we become more restful. So we're going to turn everything off, turn all the lights off, and just go to this. This doesn't take much practice. Your soul actually knows how to do it very quick. You're going to go into the blank space. There's no name. There's no responsibilities. There's no you. There's nothing. It is the beautiful, non-existent existence. And from that place, the only effort that you make is to be aware of the moment you fall asleep. Whether it takes you 2 minutes to cross over to sleep, whether it takes you 2 hours to cross over to sleep, the only effort you make is to be aware of the moment you fall into sleep. And just by doing this, you will rest very, very efficiently. You may wake up at 3 in the morning feeling completely rested for the day. Feel free to get up. Feel free to consciously go back to sleep. But this technique alone will help you be very restful and sleep like a baby and need less sleep and be more charged and be more vibrant and be more conscious. Because if you're going to fall asleep consciously, you're going to become more conscious. You're going to become more enlightened. So be aware of this moment. Use this technique, turn everything off, and watch yourself fall into sleep. My beautiful friend, this is a powerful yogic practice, and I wish you all the best with it. And it's really fun to explore. Instead of just falling asleep unconsciously and bringing the day with us, it's very fun to play with your consciousness, play with your awareness, and be aware of the moment you fall asleep. It's very cool. So, happy sleeping.